At Adams 12 5-star schools, we know every student can succeed.
You're doing much better. Good job.
In recent years, we've seen distinct evidence of growing student achievement in the 5-star district. However, 3 consecutive years of budget cuts totaling $16 million pose a serious threat to our continued academic growth. Here are the types of results at risk. On the Colorado Student Assessment Program, or CSAP tests, since 2002, our students have grown in all core subjects, reading, writing, and math. And students graduating in 2009 and after will be required to earn 3 more credits than those graduating in previous years, making them more competitive when moving on to higher education or entering the workforce.
This is my 34th year in public education, and I'm beginning my 6th year as superintendent in the Adams 12 5-star schools. During my time here, I've witnessed the strongest alignment of business, greater community, school district staff, and parents. As a result of that alignment, our students are achieving at very high levels. As evidence of that strong alignment, we have outpaced the state over the last 5 years in 19 out of the 27 CSAP tests.
Adams 12 has promoted the understanding that strong schools build strong communities, and strong communities support strong schools. The success we've seen in the classroom is evidence that our strong community support has indeed translated into strong schools. At the same time, our strong schools have led to a strong community. When companies look to establish a business, or people are deciding where to live, one of the first aspects they consider is the quality of public education in the area. The Denver Regional Council of Governments forecasts Adams County to be the fastest growing county in Colorado for the next 20 years, and our schools play a big part in that growth. Adams County District Attorney Don Quick knows how important a strong education system is to a healthy community.
Everybody in a community is helped when a kid graduates high school, not just people with kids in the schools, because safety in your community is large part tied, are the kids never entering the system. Your home value will be increased if you have a school district that's successful and public safety is seen as a priority and a positive in that community. Your taxes, instead of being spent on incarceration or on additional police officers, can again be put to parks and open spaces and, I hope, the school system. So when we keep a kid in school and out of the justice system, everybody wins.
Wayne and Carol Dodge, local business owners and parents of 2 Adams 12 students, also experience the tie between strong schools and a strong community.
With the computer age growing so fast that we have to have people, myself, I can't keep up with technology as fast as it's growing. You have to have people that are in school that are learning to keep up with technology. As a computer, as you can see, the way that we are, I mean, everything's computer driven, and it's going to be more so in the future. I have no idea, but it's growing leaps and bounds. But also, my children go to Adams 12, my co-workers, all of their kids go to Adams 12, so that's important to have a good school system since we're all rooted into this community. You have to have a good school system for future workers and for our future of our families.
However, much of the progress we've made so far now faces major obstacles in the near future. The district's current funding situation is such that if nothing changes with respect to how our district is funded, we will have to make significant cuts to our budget, cuts that will directly impact classrooms.
Over the last 3 years, we've cut $16 million from our operations budget. That has resulted in some increases in class size. And if we continue to increase our class size, the kind of results we've seen academically will not be possible. Looking to the future, if all things remain constant with the revenues and expenditures, we would expect to cut between $8 and $15 million in the 09-10 school year.
The biggest reason for this drastic budget cut is a result of how the state of Colorado funds public education. Last year, Adams 12 5-star schools saw motor fuel costs go up 10.3%. Healthcare costs went up 6.5%, and food costs were up 4.3%. However, the Colorado State School Finance Formula is based on the statewide Consumer Price Index, which rose just 2.2%.
That'll result in a loss of approximately 165 jobs. That means that class sizes will go up, and it will be much more difficult to sustain the academic growth that our students have shown over the last 5 years.
Right now, some schools already have classrooms with more than 30 students.
I think it's a little tougher in education when you have 30 kids in a room compared to 20 kids in a room. It's just, you don't get that hands-on ability that you would get normally with a smaller class size, so that definitely affects the future of our children alone. Now also that comes down to employees coming in for us and the local businesses in the area, that it affects the caliber of person that's coming in here also. That, I mean, we want educated people coming to work for us, and of course you want educated customers. We want them to know what they want when they come here, and all that comes from schooling.
After hosting various exchange students, like my husband said, we've seen that they come into this country with quite the education. I mean, they are excellent students, and I just hope that my kids come out and they're able to compete in a global market, because that's what it's going to be.
And you see no better investment in the community, because you have a kid, if he doesn't finish high school, that's going to cost society over his lifetime approximately $200,000. Instead, if you get a kid to finish high school, he has a better education, he gets better jobs, he provides to the tax base. So instead of going from a $200,000 negative impact, he has a positive impact. That helps the community. Not only does it help public safety, but it helps neighborhoods, it helps home values, it helps the school district.
If more businesses move into the area, definitely the signage need grows as more restaurants or large factories or whatever come in the area. If they're drawn through the school system and drawn into the area, well, that definitely is a benefit to us also. So everything goes hand in hand. And everything's linked together.
After $16 million in budget cuts, the district has lost its financial flexibility. To avoid a negative economic and social impact on our businesses, quality of life, home values, and the future of our community, it will take all of us to address the district's current funding challenges.